Did you know you can make any disease disappear forever with just your diet? Yes, it's true. At least that's what Dr. Sebi claimed.
And you will not find energy where there is acid. You find energy where there is alkalinity.
An herbalist and self-proclaimed healer, Dr. Sebi intrigued and baffled the world with his diet, which he boasted could cure anything from diabetes to AIDS. In this video, we're going to find out the shocking diet that he said would make any disease disappear forever. Dr. Sebi, a well-known natural healer, made several bold claims throughout his career, asserting that his diet and herbal remedies could cure a variety of serious diseases, including AIDS and cancer. He suggested an alkaline diet, which he believed could get rid of toxins in the body's cells and heal illnesses by making the body more alkaline, which according to him is a place where illness couldn't grow. He argued that many of today's health problems were made worse by the acidic state that common foods make our bodies. He didn't just talk about what he believed, he lived it and spoke out against the risks in processed foods that most people eat. These common items, which you can find in grocery shops, often have chemicals like BHT and BHA that are bad for you. Studies have found links between these chemicals and serious health problems, like cancer and hormonal issues. Dr. Sebi's message was very clear. Stay away from these chemical-filled goods to protect your health. He was still worried about other things. He also brought attention to high fructose corn syrup, a well-known bad guy that was hiding in plain sight. High fructose corn syrup is found in many foods, from drinks to snacks.
So when we hear processed foods, we think potato chips.
It has been linked to the huge rise in obesity and diabetes in modern society. It messes up our digestion and makes our cholesterol levels go up and down quickly. Dr. Sebi warned everyone about this sugary danger and told us to be aware of how much high fructose corn syrup is in our food and choose to avoid it if health is important. Another thing that really bothered him was how common it was for processed foods to contain artificial trans fats. Trans fats were once thought to be safe alternatives to saturated fats, but many studies have now linked them to a higher chance of heart disease, stroke, and other heart problems. There are rules in place to limit their use, but these unhealthy fats are still present in a lot of packed snacks, baked goods, and fried foods. Dr. Sebi said to be careful with artificial trans fats and think carefully about the risks they pose before adding them to your diet. In the busy world we live in now, where fast food is common, Dr. Sebi's words are like a lighthouse. Being aware of what we eat is something he tells us all to do for our health. Instead of eating processed snacks that are full of bad things for you, Dr. Sebi said to eat foods that are high in nutrients, which is what our bodies need. How can you avoid these secret risks that are in processed foods? Eating whole raw foods is the first thing that can help you avoid these risks. Fruits, veggies, whole grains, nuts, and seeds are full of healthy nutrients and don't have any added chemicals that are bad for you. They should be the main things you eat.
One of the biggest health benefits of whole grains is that they lower your risk of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death worldwide.
It's also important to learn how to read labels. Always read the labels on canned foods to see what they contain. Choose items that have a short list of ingredients that you can quickly read. This means staying away from high fructose corn syrup, artificial colors, tastes, and preservatives. Use honey, maple syrup, agave nectar, or other natural sweeteners instead to make your food taste better. Another way to protect yourself is to go organic. Pesticides, GMOs, and other harmful chemicals are less likely to be in organic foods and goods. There are times when the extra cost is worth it because it is better for your health and the world. Have you thought about meat and dairy? These can also contain chemicals and hormones, so cutting back on or even getting rid of them from your diet can be good. Alternatives made from plants are easy to find. Some examples are almond milk, soy milk, and meat replacements made from beans, lentils, or tofu.
Now you're ready to take that block and make it into a mouth-watering meal. And tofu makes that so easy to do.
Lastly, it's important to stay updated. Get the latest information on food safety and nutrition from sources you can trust. Knowing a lot about something helps you make better decisions about what to eat. Not only are you avoiding risks by eating whole foods, reading labels, choosing organic, cutting back on dairy and meat, and staying knowledgeable, but you're also improving your health and well-being. Kevin Hart, the charismatic comic known for his high-energy comedy, was in a tough spot in 2019 after hurting his back badly enough that it might have ended his career. Physical therapy was an important part of Kevin's recovery, but he also learned that what he ate was just as important.
The plant-based diet is something that I navigated towards, and for me it was a gradual progression.
After giving up all processed foods, he moved to a plant-based diet that focused on whole, natural foods. It wasn't just about getting better from an accident. It was about changing everything about their lives. Kevin's switch to a more natural diet not only helped him recover quickly, but it also made him healthier and gave him more energy. This shows how important our diet is for healing and staying healthy. Let's take another example of Kim Kardashian, who has had psoriasis, an autoimmune disease that causes skin problems.
How crazy is my psoriasis right now, guys? Like all up my leg.
Kim Kardashian is someone who has always been open about her personal life, including her health problems. Kim learned through her health problems that what she ate had a big effect on her symptoms. She was able to better control her condition after giving up processed foods and replacing them with a diet full of fresh veggies and lean proteins. This change in her diet, which included better, more natural foods, helped her psoriasis symptoms. This shows that what we eat has a direct effect on how we feel. Not only do these famous stories get people's attention, but they also serve as a strong reminder of how important what we eat is to our health. Moving toward unprocessed, nutrient-rich foods can make a big difference in your health and well-being, whether you're recovering from an accident like Kevin Hart or dealing with a long-term illness like Kim Kardashian. This shows an important point. The food decisions we make every day are not just about taste or ease of use. They also have a big impact on our health and quality of life. The most important thing is that, do you know that many companies may not care about your health? If you look more closely at some of the big food companies, you'll see that many of them aren't afraid to add too much sugar and other unhealthy ingredients to their goods. Nestle, for example, has been criticized for making people fatter with its high sugar products, which can cause major health problems like diabetes, heart disease, and weight gain that affect millions of people around the world. PepsiCo is a big name in the food and drink industries. It is known for making sugary snacks and sodas that are full of high fructose corn syrup and other artificial ingredients. High fructose corn syrup is especially bad because it messes up our digestion, makes us gain weight, and raises our risk of getting diabetes. Even though people are becoming more aware of these risks, PepsiCo's goods are still very popular. This shows how important it is to be careful about what we eat. Kraft Heinz, which is also a well-known brand, has been criticized for putting artificial tastes, colors, and preservatives in some of its popular foods, like macaroni and cheese and processed meats. These man-made ingredients are linked to a number of health problems, such as allergic reactions and kids being too hyperactive. They also pose long-term risks, such as cancer. You might be drawn to the bright colors and fun tastes, but they often have health risks that you aren't aware of. To avoid these risks, you need to learn how to shop smart. Always read the labels on foods carefully, and stay away from those with long lists of ingredients that you can't identify. Those foods usually have unhealthy additives and preservatives hidden inside. Instead, choose foods that have been barely processed and are made with simple, natural ingredients. Fresh fruits, veggies, whole grains, nuts, and seeds should make up the bulk of your diet. They are full of nutrients that your body needs without any extras that are bad for you. By making smart choices and focusing on whole foods, you can lower your intake of unhealthy chemicals and eat a better, healthier diet. You need to be in charge of what you put in your body and make decisions that are good for your health and well-being in the long run. What do you think about Dr. Sebi's approach to diet and health? Do you believe that changing what we eat can have such profound effects on our health? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember to make mindful choices about your diet for a healthier tomorrow.